Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store. Hello guys, so in this session we are going to learn about constraints. Now what do you understand by constraints? From the name, if you take the literal meaning of constraints, constraint means what? Putting something restrictions on it. To restrict something, putting something restrictions over something. Now if I talk about, right now I am talking about your MySQL, and MySQL is having what? Either database or table or columns. These are the parameters our databases have. Other than this we have rows, let's say. Now other than these four, do you have anything? No, right? Means if we want to put certain restrictions, over whom we will put these, either of these four parameters, that is your database, table, column or row, right? Now these constraint means what? These constraint are nothing but the restriction which we put over our databases. See, what happens, database is a very private and protected thing, because these databases, if you take the real-time example of banking or student management, then the data over there, in banking the customers and the employee data is over there. Now, is it fine to leak the data? If at all my data got leaked, let's say one customer data got leaked, means his account number, his IFS code and everything. Regarding his bank details, all his bank details got leaked. Is it feasible or is it proper? No, right? If this condition happens in a real time, then the bank will shut down, because his data is being leaked, right? So this is not proper. So therefore you need to put certain restrictions also. Also, when you are filling the data, sometimes happens that you don't want certain data to fill in such way. Like if you take the login module as an example, in password there is maximum type of restrictions. In password, what happens? You need to put up there @, or you need to have the numbers over there, or a capital alphabet over there. So these are what? These are the restrictions which we have on the password. Why we have these restrictions? Just to make the password a strong password. Nobody will be able to guess that password, and if nobody is able to hack that password or guess that password, that means what? Your password is strong. Therefore there are restrictions that you need to fill up add a special character over there, or a caps over there, right? So these are the restrictions which makes our password strong. Similarly, in databases also, you need to have certain restrictions just to make your database a secure and a protected database, right? So constraints is equal to restrictions, in short, right? Now there are two types of constraints. One is your table constraints and second is your column constraints. I just now told you that we have four attributes, four parameters, and among which only we will have restrictions either on them, right? So we have restrictions on table or on column. Why table? Because some data is there, means let's say in the banking example, there is customer table and the employee table. Now the customer table have to be very secure, because it's not the bank property, right? It is the property of the customers. It is the responsibility of the bank to keep their customers details safe. Therefore that particular table have to be secure, and it must have certain restrictions over there, right? So here that means we can add certain restrictions on your table. This was your nothing but table level constraints, right? Now if we come more inside the table, there are columns. Now certain columns are there, like let's say I am taking from the user his phone number. Now what happens, sometimes there are, when you fill up the form, whenever you fill up the form, there are red asterisk marks, means required label over there. There it comes as required field. If you are not filling those fields, then you are not allowed to proceed, right? So here also, if you want that certain columns, like we have let's say phone number as a column name. So I want this phone number to be filled every time, mandatorily to be filled every time, irrespective of the user. Means if the user is coming over there, then he has to fill the phone number data. At such time, there comes into the picture the column level constraints. These are your column level constraints. Means now there are two types of constraints. Those are your table level constraints and your column level constraints, right? And now these are the constraints which we use while creation of either the table or the column. In the first, you can see that there is not null. Just now I gave you the example of the phone number. If I want the phone number to remain not null forever for every user, then this not null constraint should be added over there. And likewise, there are enum constraint, and then your unique constraint, primary key constraint, unique. So these are what? These are the different constraints which we can use. Okay, one by one we will see each and every constraints while we are going through that part. In the creation of table, you will be seeing what do you understand by not null constraint, auto incremented, and primary key constraints. And again, whenever we will use this constraint, I will let you know about that. So these are the constraints. Basically, right now you must understand that databases have two types of constraint, that is your table level constraint and your column level constraints. So if you want to have certain restrictions over your columns or your table, then through these keywords you can put it on, right? So this was your in all constraints, that is in all restrictions you may add over there, right? And now the syntax of the constraint is like this. First of all, there will be a column name, right? And before this, there will be a command in which you want to do this. But first of all, there will be a column name, then there will be a data type, and then there will be constraint. Means particular, if you want to add the column, to add the constraint over the column, then this will be the syntax. And if you want to add the constraint to the table, then this will be the syntax. Right? So through these two syntax, you can add the restrictions as per your choice. And how you can add this and what a basic purposes this all types of constraints serve, we will see one by one in our later on sessions. But right now, you need to understand there are certain restrictions in your databases which you can apply if you want. Okay, so this was all about your constraints. Previously we have seen what you understand by queries, and this was all about your constraints. So this was all about today's session. Hope you have understood the concept of constraints. So for now, thank you and goodbye. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.